Okie dokie. We are going to be doing Valentino's Day first. Whatever shall we do? Astrid? Astrid's Valentine's. Valentino's Day plans have gone awry. This was available for limited time only. Oh, well met, friend. I am Astrid, emissary of love and order. Though the Valentino's Day celebrations are underway, I'm afraid that we are still preparing for the main event of the day. Wait, it isn't for now. It's a pleasure to see you again. We are in dire need of assistance to see the festivities get underway, and an adventurer might be just what we're looking for. If it's not much of an imposition, might I ask for your aid? Oh, thank you. We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed this fetching new outfit, and everything was perfectly in hand until we ran into a spot of bother. Let me to explain. To celebrate Valentino's Day, we were to serve rather generously sized cakes to be shared with one and all. However, operations ground to a halt at the last minute, leaving our plans and cakes half-baked. The emissaries dispatched to assess the situation should return presently with further details. Would you mind joining us at the amphitheater entrance to meet them? Oh, it's bakery bedlam in there, Kupo. Those pesky mammoths should be creating confectionaries brimming with order and affection, but instead, they insist on being a nuisance and an obstruction. It was all too much for us to handle alone. As I suspected, this may be best left to someone more skilled in the art of physical altercations. I'm sure you remember Kup, our Mughal emissary of love, messenger of order and affection to love-lone souls the world over. This year, once again, he has been kind enough to pitch in with the festivities. How could I forget? He's the Mughal with the heart for a palm. How could I turn down such a request for aid after hearing the plan for such laborious deliveries of love, Kupo? Many paws make light work, as they say. So I collared a fellow Mog and flew over post haste to lend our aid to the pastries of House Valentino. Valentone? Those deliveries of love are nothing less than the cakes in question. Valentine's Day is time to foster affection for one another. And how better to do so than sharing a sweet treat? When we shared our vision with Kup, we soon came to the realization that we would need a facility capable of baking confectionery of colossal proportions. As luck would have it, there was an old manor on the outskirts of the Twelveswood. So House Valentine snapped it up and turned it into a grand pastry. Everything was falling into place. Until the bespoke mammoth pastries from the Goldsmith Guild went on a rampage. I would swear they had lost their minds had they any to begin with. Why, the little friends took us for common cake thieves, Kupo. They all but bought off the kitchen in their ceaseless frenzy. Though we have a whistle to stop the mammoths in emergencies, they were upon us before my little lungs could fill with enough puff. I fear the situation may be beyond my power, Koopo. Even the mammoths behaving so, we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork piece. Hello, binaural. Hi, I see you there. Which means... Please, Bana, you're the only hope. Will you dodge the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the cake, and save Valentine's Day? Oh, I have to clean my glasses real quick. Nice and clean. For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you. It'll be a piece of cake. Now I want cake. You no doubt have matters to attend to here. So allow me to accompany our brave adventurer friend and provide what support I can, Koopo. Thank you. I'm sure that together, we will soon have matters in hand. Alright. Alright, they will need a culinarian. Thank you for your assistance. Allow me to escort you to the pastiary when ready. Should you wish, I would be glad to offer my assistance as a pastiary ahead of your hooray. Ask about the pastiary. How many people can enter the pastiary? The mammoths of the pastiary consider all who set foot within its halls to be intruders. To limit injury and incident, I recommend entering as a group of no more than 4 capable individuals. Alright? Which I expect to find. Decorate as many cakes as possible while avoiding interference from the rampaging mammoths. Koopa Cup will take charge of recipe selection and direct your hand accordingly. It would seem that the mere sight of completed cakes drives the mammoths into a further frenzy. Well, they appear to return to a more docile state once all intruders have left. The pastiary, pray take care while you remain within. What can be done about the mammoths? There's a way to temporarily stop the mammoths in their tracks. This maintenance whistle from the Goldsmiths Guild causes the mammoths to cease all activity, baking or otherwise. Sounding it correctly requires a moment of intense concentration. So ensure to use it at the optimal moment to secure a route to the cake. Alright, let's head in. What's this one do? Oh, it's that one. Da 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 da. I like this song. Oh, hi there.
Banana Yo Face just followed.
Hello there. I'm the Cyberchip. Currently, I am playing Final Fantasy XIV, doing the, Oh, not this one. I am doing the Valentino's Day event's new query, where you have to avoid these little mammoths and bake a cake. Uh-oh, I got frozen. Not this one? Cactar. Aw, we didn't get 100%. Oh well. Dun da 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 da. Oh, I got cookies. Hello. Welcome back. I think someone joined in too. Banana or face. Thank you for following. Emily? Welcome back. I hear it was a resounding success. Kupka? Thanks again for your aid, Kupo. What an honor it is to deliver such a grand missive of honor and affection in all its sugar-frosted glory. Usual missives, incidentally, have been entrusted to a reliable apprentice of mine. I'm sure deliveries are underway as we speak, Kupo. I must offer my thanks again, Vana. I've never seen such charming confectionery. Now, we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret to your success? Keep an eye on your surroundings. The key is to locate the required ingredients and identify the most suitable path to the cake. And to request adventure skill, then ensure they include this sage advice. I'll see to the appropriate transportation to the amphitheater, so we can get the cake served up. Oh, I'm glad the celebrations can finally begin. I can't help but wonder what drove the mammoths to madness. Oh, it couldn't be Kupo. Something on your mind, Cup? Huh? With you there to wrangle the mammoths, I was able to observe them closely. And what should I see, Kopo, but traces of Mughal magics? And the only other Mog who would have had the opportunity to cast magic in the vicinity would be Kupna Puko, who helped prepare the fruit. Mayhap he knows something of this. Well, it seems our next course of action is decided. We must find this Kupna Kuko and see what he knows. I didn't spy him in the Paciary, so I suspect he may be somewhere in Gridania. Though in all likelihood, he would attempt a quick escape should I confront him alone. But would you mind accompanying me? As suitably invading backup? Yay! Escort quest. Oh, I see. See, you met them on. I am for you. Thank you. I'll join the search once I've submitted a request to the Adventurers Guild for additional cake decorating support. Cup. Nah. Kuko is fond of strolls by the water wheel. The nearby Lancers Guild seems to be a good place as any to begin our search, Kupo. Okie dokie. To the water wheel. Wait. Easier way to the water wheel than on foot. Oh, that's him. That's Kupna Kuko. Kupna Kuko. Oh, I can picture now dozens upon dozens of cakes being presented to their door in public. Or the mimics will be hard at work by now. Yes, everything moves according to my master plan. And all these confectionery delights will appear with neither man nor mog raising a paw. The commotion has been rather greater than expected, but surely 'tis not but boisterous enthusiasm. Po. Kupna Kupo. I believe we found the mug to blame. Come, Vana, together we shall deliver justice. You're coming with us. Kupo. Who in the name of good King Muggle Mog? XII, may his magnificence remain unsummoned in his sovereign splendor, are you? Oh, such murderous intent. Spare me. Spare this cute, fluffy mug. Kupo. Asterisk. Not only did Kupna Kupo know something of the matter, it turns out he's the very maker of the mischief. What? But you said he helped you prepare the fruit. Whatever could he have hoped to achieve by causing the mammoths to malfunction? Malfunction? Great goodness. Did you say they're malfunctioning? Oh no. I had such fun helping with the cakes that I returned to the bestiary after delivering the fruit. But Kupa Kup was nowhere to be found, attending to another one of his many duties, I suspect. Then it struck me, Kupo. If everyone was so busy, wouldn't it be better if the mammoths could make the cakes all by themselves? And so I cast a little Moogle magic, which then caused the mammoths to malfunction. Kupna Kupo, you must undo whatever spell you've woven, Kupo. Well, it may have been fairly easy to cast, but it's not so easily undone. Any attempt to dispel it is liable to end in exploded mammoths. Well, that would be far too dangerous for the mammoth. Perhaps more importantly, the cake. For now, we have a team of eager adventurers helping decorate cakes, and we've ascertained that there was no intentional sabotage. Oh, what a fine mess you've made. Why didn't you think to ask anyone else before deciding on this plan? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause problems. I just wanted everyone to have as much cake as their hearts desired, Kupo. As an emissary of love, I'm never one to turn away a helping hand. Any ideas you have, you can always bring them to me, especially if they're about cake. Listen well, Kupna. Whether delivery misses or lending a hand, you must always see to the task. Though for the intended recipient, love. Oh, through, not though, my bad. With love, even though I'm not an emissary. As long as one puts their heart into it, anyone can spread love and affection. Just look at Vana. Thanks to her, the Valentina's Aphesus can go on ahead. And I think it's past time we went and enjoyed them for ourselves. Maybe. Well. Back to the amphitheater. Oh look, the Culinary Guild Master. Walk back to Bard. Who else is around here? Ah, there's the lovebirds. Oh, there's the warrior guy and his girlfriend. Oh my god! It's you! It's Gaius! Oh my goodness! And his daughter! Gaius and his daughter, I wasn't expecting that. Picture this. You two. I'm sure you're from a quest line. Let's see. Oh, is that? Yeah, those are the two from the Hadan, from Stormblood. Oh, that's neat. They have DLC characters in here. They usually hide those behind cutscenes. Alright. Kupna Kuko? What colossal cakes? And so many Kupo! Kup. A Palaver Kupo. No, I was most relieved to find Kupna Kuko harbored no ill intent. And with my dear friend Aileen for taking in the festivities, I couldn't be happier. Meaning? Just look at how many cakes we managed to prepare. And to see everyone sharing joyous moment over a tasty treat. Oh, it's wonderful to see the preparations pay off. As you can see, the day's main event is well underway, and the cake has been served to one and all once again. Allow me to thank you for your assistance. The confectionery you contributed is here. In pride of place, and thanks to your advice, the Adventurers Guild, who undertook the quest to decorate additional cakes, were wildly successful. Those look like delicious cakes. What a light and fluffy texture, Kupo. It's simply divine. And everyone seems to be having such fun. Is that what being an emissary is? Being people bask in these warm feelings? Why, this might even be worth doing the hard work myself, Kupo. Oh, at least you see this ardor and affection. This is the essence of love. It looks like everyone is having a good time. And it's thanks to your help that we made it this far. To think we were this close to everything falling apart at the final step. I couldn't bear the thought, not after all the hard work Astrid put in to make this happen. I'll not deny I had my heart set on it. Not so long ago, I came to realize that sharing food and sharing a moment of bliss together is but another form of love. While the gifting of chocolate is the traditional practice, a part of me hopes that what we've created here today might become a new tradition. Sharing ardor and affection with loved ones and feeling their hearts answer in return, it is most heartfelt wish that people across the realm are blessed with many such opportunities. And so, Vanna, if you feel inclined to venture into the kitchen once more, we should gladly welcome additional cakes. Our celebration is just getting started, after all. And I must insist that you partake as well. Before you go rushing back to the say, hey, I'll get you a slice right away. And I'll put the tea on. Won't you sit with us for a while? I think we've earned this. Alright, I can drink some tea and eat some cake. Delicious. Now I actually want cake. Oh, look, I get a free cake. Alright, let's see what I can do with the currency I earned. Or actually... And who? Who is... Oh, it's the ninja. I was wondering who that was like. Why is he wearing that? Hello. The Lullaby. I think he's always... Oh. And there's the Goldsmith Guild lady. See who else is around here. Those guys are always there. Is there anyone sneaking in the bushes? No, you'd think there'd be a baby bat in the bushes. I don't know. Huh? Ooh, so this is what you can buy with the currency. Alright, so this year you earn currency. You don't buy it with just stuff. Okay. Maybe going forward, these tokens can be saved for the future. Let's go put this stuff up for later. I am running out of space. That should do. Bard. Mighty. Alright, turn these cards in at the Golden Saucer. And then we will head to Solution 9 for the, or no, we'll head to, Toliolo first. Have you come to share a heroic yarn with me, Vana? Please, do go on. You have my rapt attention. Let's tell him about the Doom Train. Trains. I like trains. Hey, Yoshi P, did you hear that I like trains? I really like trains a lot. So what have you brought for me today? Well, you see, I really like trains, and I ran into this train, and trains. Trains. A man-made horror. Thunder in a class 11 struck plane. Kingdoms. It was vanquished now. Vanquished in all but name. With even the battlefield they were born to besiege, reduced to ass, locomoted and fearsome cargo were condemned to run hither and thither, along the rails till time's end. One wonders how the entity housed within perceived its fate. Did its union with the train allow it to take joy in the simple embrace of speed? Had an innate love of bloodshed, the thrill of each violent encounter may have driven it even ever faster in searches of foes to slaughter. Or was it fueled by belief that those tracks would someday deliver it home? Perhaps it was unable to understand or accept that Lindblom and its people were no more. I should like to see it reunited with those who created it. If only in song. Let the melody carry it where steel did not. Oh, the wild charge it made. Beasts aboard and wheels ablaze, entrusted with a nation's fate. Upon glory fixed its gaze. When that kingdom too was raised, with nowhere left to go, the wild charge it made, and ne'er did it slow. Alright. Hell on Rails Extreme is now unlocked. Alright. Is that the only extreme I have? Yeah, just Hell on Rails. So, now we go to Solution 9. Unless there's anything here. There's this thing, and there's these, but I'll do those later. Wow, it's already been an hour. Time flies! Da, 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 da. Gaboro? Oh, Gaboro is... Oh, that's another thing. If it isn't the unenhanced Grand Champion herself, to what do I owe the honor? For talent to the heavyweight tier. Ready to share your experience at the heavyweight tier? Wonderful. I've been waiting with bated breath. More than one shocking secret about the Arcadian came to light with your rise as Grand Champion. It is true, but as before, your matches are where my interest lies. And what matches they were, even now I vividly recall the excitement of your thunderous clash of wills with the tyrant. And just when all thought it was over, the monstrous Lindworm emerges to offer you a fiercer battle still. Nearly each and every one of your encounters had me utterly enraptured. And so, as I look to draft my latest tale, nothing would please me more than to hear from the woman of the hour herself. Pray, tell all, my friend. So I fought the worm, and then it came back to life, and then I fought it again, and then we fought it again and again and again. Amazing. Yeah, simply sublime. Your words have set my imagination running wild. For example, what if Amphitel's spectacle slaughter were even more gruesome, her weapons even more wicked? Or if the extremes coordinated attacks reached new extremes? If the tyrant were able to harness even greater might from the behemoth, what carnage would have unleashed? And finally, if the Windord's regeneration knew no cease and it could revive itself from the newt essence, could it ever possibly be defeated? Yes, with this latest chapter, I dare say the chronicles of the unstoppable upstart will become a masterpiece for the ages. I thank you for regaling me with your visceral first-hand account. Now, I understand that you will be able to take to the ring for the foreseeable future, but please take heart. And in my words, the epic journey of Banar Star Warden, the unenhanced Grand Champion, shall be continue. Now and forevermore. Alrighty. Sweet. Where is the Hildebrand quest? Hang on. Oh, okay. Hold on. What's the current quest? Hold on. I think I read the announcements wrong. Okay. So Hildebrand comes at 4.5, 7.45. This is 7.41. Right? Okay. So the last Hildebrand quest comes next time. Tiles are coming up. Well, hey, there's a wind-up fail. Ah, it's from that new deep dungeon. Well, that's good to know. Might snag that later. Forecast terminal, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Hey, the moon. I have to go to the moon. The moon. Searching Way. Searching Way is pleased with the initiative's stellar progress. Hard at work, Vana? Have you had a chance to explore the premises? I occasionally look up from my Exo tablet to avoid crashing into things. How wonderful to hear that you love your work so much. Your contributions will play an invaluable role in our future exploits. Naming Ways here. I have returned! I must say the base has truly become a sight to behold. Hasn't it? We owe much to the people of Aetheris for their assistance. Indeed, it warms my heart to see my kin working together with them. It's good to be back. And there are so many new curiosities to name. Come, Vana, let me introduce you to the latest and greatest nomenclature. A marvelous idea. You two hop along, by all means. Trust me, Vana, Naming Way never disappoints. Dun 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 dun. Naming Way. Let us be on our way, Vana. We'll start with the starship. From there, tour my most delightful discoveries. Anyway. Witness our starship, the very manifestation of our collective aspirations. Though diminutive in size and propulsion capacity compared to the Ragnarok, it is nevertheless heir to its legacy. For data collected during the journey to Ultima Thule was the basis for our craft's ability to ride stellar currents at the speed of light. The In-Walker soundtrack goes hard. In anticipation of its future voyages across the cosmos, it shall be known as the Galactic Way. May it carry us into the unknown and beyond our wildest dreams. And now I say we venture further afield. Pray accompany me to Gleam Slope. The outer edge by Gleam Rift will do. Naming way. Discuss the Rainbow Crystal. Are you familiar with the Rainbow Crystal in the center of the hub? Well, it is slightly different than those in the burrow. I see no reason to change its appellation. It's simple, clear, and has the word rainbow. What's not to like? Anyway, such crystals recalibrate gravity and oxygen levels, allowing us to maintain ideal living environs for the people of Aetheris. I'm told they can be recalibrated for use on any star we come across. Wow, we can travel to other planets with space magitech. Neat. Hold on, there's the guy who wanted to talk to me just a moment ago. I feel like a lunar credit. How many lunar credits do I got? I don't even see how many lunar credits I got. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I only have 35. Squeeze some more. Naming way. Here is Sinus Adorum. Magnetism disrupts any attempt to attune to ether currents. Our solution? A public propulsion system. The Cosmoliner. Admit that I was initially uneasy about hurtling through the sky on a tiny platform with a few current safety features. Now I find it as refreshing as a spring breeze. I see. Now we gotta go this way. Naming way. We heard about the tunnel they carved through this mountain. It was done entirely by machinery, no magics at all. Public experiment and the anticipation of stars where aether is scarce. And just look at that luster. That's where I drew inspiration for Gleam Slope, naturally. It may be little more than a twinkle. But when we're out there traversing the cosmos, I do hope we'll see it shining back at us. Our dream is reaching the stars is beyond. It's what inspired this project to begin with. And the name Sinna's Ardorum stands as testament to that longing. Rather resent the that Garlean has become the standard for names of lunar features in my absence. But inconsistency would be even worse. There's much more I could show you, but I'll settle for one last jaunt. To Wedding Way's Bower? Ooh. Wedding Way, huh? New corrupted crystal. Anywhere else? No. Naming way? Here we have the Botanical Gardens, where Wedding Way is attempting to determine whether we can utilize the rainbow crystals to cultivate life on other stars. Fortunately for us, the experiments have resulted in a delightful array of crossbreeds. See for yourself. Yeah, these look like strange moon plants. company CFP may wish to cancel any pending due to find registrations. Okay. Looking at it now, I can scarcely believe this area was once a barren waste, but I digress. Point out anything that catches your eye, and I shall be happy to expand upon the particulars. Believe it or not, that leafy-looking bush is a type of fungus known as turquoise shag. Told its particular glow activates in response to electromagnetic waves, effectively rendering those energies visible to the naked eye. Currently, researchers have even begun to debate the possibility of an information wavelength that exists beyond our ken, all because of this fungus. Fascinating. What's that rock? Come with the rock. By all means, take your time. This garden is worth a look. That's you. I'm not clicking on the rock. The regolith that covers the moon's surface is made up of particles too fine for plants to lay roots. To combat this, we've been experimenting with an alchemical soil treatment. This improved soil is to be known as remeditated regolith. And as you can see, it's already growing a layer of pink moss. For now, Whittingway's Bower is the only place to witness this botanical miracle. But should we succeed in fostering more types of plant growth, we may be able to grow entire farms on other stars. Long and blue with a flower on top reminds you of a lunatinder, does not? Indeed, their semblance is uncanny. Some say lunatinders evolved from Aetherius sabotinders that adapted to the moon's environs. Perhaps these, in turn, evolved from lunatinders. Unlike their alleged cousins, however, these are unmistakably flora, not fauna. I've named the Sabotinder tended to mourn their lost autonomy. Sabotended, okay. Rock. A sizable specimen on the cliff? Yes, you may recognize it from Lovingway's Darlings and Mare Labentorum. I call it a loving puff. Fearsome though it may appear, I assure you it is entirely benign. When it senses an animal's approach, it lets out a puff of spores to say hello. Mind you, those spores are wont to hitch rides on unsuspecting and rather quick to germinate besides. Could have sworn Whittingway wasn't planning to plant any. Incredible, isn't it? That is no tree, but in fact a magnificent mushroom, transplanted from Mare Labentorum, and henceforth known as the mycophylla. Inspired by the hot summers of Aetherius, its name means fungal flame. When you gaze up at its gills, does it not bring to mind fireworks blooming in the night sky? Further refinement, perhaps we could even teach this species to pop and crackle like its namesake. What a sight it would be amid all these stars. Have you had a good look for now, or would you like more time? I've seen it all. Wonderful. It has been a delight to show you our new varietal. When it comes to my process, observation is of vital importance, of course, but a well-designed appellation can often establish cognitive links where physical appearance alone could not. Given a proper name, what was nebulous moves into the light for all to see. A discovery named is a discovery shared. Greater awareness, in turn, invites research, prompting further discoveries. In other words, my nomenclature may one day change the world. And with each turn my craft, I feel a spark of joy that it reignites my passion all over again. Truly, I've never been gladder to call myself Naming Way. You know, When Searching Way first arrived, this region was merely an expanse of unknowns. Then you and I turned up, and now look at it. Every last ilm identified. And this far from the final frontier, we must continue the initiative that we might one day put a name to each and every star in the sky. Oh, how invigorating. Searching Way will surely want to share in our enthusiasm. Let us return to the hub. Wee! I'm gonna go do that mech mission real quick. Oh, okay. No, I haven't attuned them? Shit. That's not good. know, all of this kind of makes me want to play either Stellaris or No Man's Sky again. Ah, well. Yeah, when I arrived here last time, I guess I've been doing other stuff, so I didn't do this. Oh, well. It's probably like the Asgardian Restoration, where it happens over time. Alrighty. There's the Aetherites. They didn't have those last time I was here. Searching way. Had a nice look around, I hope. Isn't it all just fantastic? And that you had joined us, Searching Way. We toured the places I named and waxed philosophical about the virtues of sharing knowledge. All in all, a lovely time. Oh, you're speaking my language. Come to think of it, there's one more place you could visit if you're so inclined. You have my attention. Shall we even on? Alright, let us look. Let us look. Here it is, my favorite vista. Why? We can see the entire hub from here. Precisely. Whenever my motivation starts to wane, this site reminds me of the dream we're chasing together. When the final days were averted, it was a joyous occasion, yet we Loporrits had lost our purpose, and for some, the will to carry on. My role was to seek out a new star for us to call home, but it was decided that no exodus would come to pass. While my hunger for worlds unknown and sights unseen remained, I feared that there was no meaning to be found in it. Yet in old Charlie and I learned that scholars at the Citium had continued their research, even under the threat of impending doom. Their desire to learn wasn't dampened by the possibility that it might come to naught. If the people of Fierce can pursue knowledge without knowing where they'll end up, I thought, then why not me? Curiosity needs no justification. If my heart yearns for the great expanse, then so be it. The stars I'll go. Remarkable how far that epiphany has taken you, Searching Way. Look at all that your initiative has built. The Galactic Way awaits on its launch pad. Now we only need the coordinates for our first destination. When we're ready for liftoff, will you follow me to the stars? Alrighty. Quest complete. Alright. I like how they have just random NPC out here. that a player? Nah, in a PC. Hey, look, water on the moon. No one expects that. The moon. It haunts us. Hey, look. I got lunar credits. That's how you get lunar credits. right, it's 5 o'clock. Been streaming for about 2 hours. The moon. Ooh, fancy. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna see who I can raid out to. Send you over to Santo. I'll send you over to Santo.